Why we keep on speaking on our so-called enemies, white people so-called, if we supposed to love them? Why we gotta bash them?
Who's the enemies that Christ told us to love?
Sakari Dallas the Dunce returns with more lies and horrible breakdowns.
So I'm asking you, who are these enemies?
Anybody that will bring forth harm to you.
Is that how God looks at it though?
Book of Leviticus.
I just heard the enemy was the white man.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Yeah. So we want to see who your brother is.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him. Thou shalt not avenge, nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
So your people, that's who your brother is. That's according to Torah. And right here we just read how you love your neighbor. So Christ, his understanding is going to be off the Torah, right? That's what he grew up in, right? So his understanding of who your brother is your own people.
Yes. Leviticus 19:18 says love the children of your people. But why hide Leviticus 19:34?
Leviticus chapter 19. And if a stranger dwells with you in your land, you shall not mistreat him. The stranger who dwells among you shall be to you as one born among you, and you shall love him as yourself.
The only conclusion you can come to is the enemies that he's talking about that you're supposed to love is the enemies of your people.
Matthew chapter 5.
What?
For if you love those who love you, what reward have you? Do not even the tax collectors do the same? And if you greet your brethren only.
So the only conclusion you can come to is the enemies that he's talking about that you're supposed to love is the enemies of your people.
And if you greet your brethren only, what do you do more than others? Do not even the tax collectors do so?
So the only conclusion you can come to is the enemies that he's talking about that you're supposed to love is the enemies of your people.
No, Sakari Dallas the Dunce. That's the only conclusion you come up with. Because you're in a racist cult that teaches lies and spreads hate.
So the only conclusion you can come to is the enemies that he's talking about that you're supposed to love is the enemies of your people.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?